Hello viewer, welcome back again. I've had a bowl that I started turning a few months ago. It was still wet, well, quite wet. I got a basic shape, left it nice and thick, and then just threw it up on the shelf and forgot about it. Then I had this light bulb moment. I don't get them very often, believe me, so I have to act on it quick before I forget. I'm going to just turn this bowl, going to finish it off, but then I thought my little light bulb moment of just doing something a little bit different, and you'll see what it is later if it works. But I'll show you the lump of wood. Don't ask me what it is, I haven't got a clue. There we go. I've got it in the reversing jaws, so I'm going to just work on the outside, turn that into a mortise, and then spin it around and put it in my chuck. So I'm going to get to work on this. There's a few little bits that might just fall out. It's only a bit of an experiment, but I thought it's worth a go. So I'll start on it anyway. That's the mortise ready. I'll just put a bit more shape on this, the outside of it now, I hope. I think I'm going to lose that chunk very soon. Still, it doesn't matter, it's just an experiment. Right, I'm going to sand the base, go through the grit, sanding, sealant, bit of polish, and then I'm going to turn it round and get going. Plugging the dust extractor in. little splash of the old sanding sealant on the bottom. I'm just doing the base because it's going to be very difficult to get at when it's turned around in the chuck. And just knock it back as usual with the Scotch pad. I don't have the revs up very high with these bowl jaws. Just give it a quick coat of wood wax now, and then I'll be able to set the chuck up and get it in there. I like these little faults actually. Sometimes it's nicer to leave them in. I know sometimes you've got to get them out or fill them, but on little jobs like this it's just nice to see a fault in the wood now and again. Just shows that wood is a natural thing. New piece of kitchen roll. A few more revs, but don't want to go too high. Yeah, I think that'll do for the base. Okay, I'm going to dismantle everything now, get the chuck set up, reverse the bowl, and I'll get back to you later on. Okay, dovetail jaws are back in. It only takes a couple of minutes. I mean, a lot of us, we've only got one chuck. A lot of people have got more than one chuck, and best of luck to them. I find it a lot more economical to have the one chuck and a few sets of jaws. I've got treated myself to these pin jaws a few weeks ago, which will come in very handy for smaller stuff. And I've also got a smaller set of dovetail jaws. And yes, it would be very nice to have the luxury of 2 or 3 or 4 chucks all set up with different jaws on, but things just don't run to that, I'm afraid. I think a lot of us Brits are like that, but so it only takes a few minutes to change things over. So I'll get all set up, get the bowl in, and see you in a minute. Here we go. truing up the inside of the bowl a bit. Right, that's getting there. I've still got quarter of an inch to go. Yeah, about that. Yeah, there's a bit of a knot there, and it seems to be catching on that a bit, but nothing I can do about that. We're nearly there, and then I'll start on the outside. Sorry about that, I'll never move the camera. That's not too bad a shape. Just a little bit more very fine scraping on it, and then I'll get it all sanded down and show you the next step. I'm just doing the usual sanding, sanding up through the grits now. This is sanding up really nice, especially on the outside. It's quite a hard wood. It looks like, I don't know, it could be a piece of oak. It's whatever it is, it's turning out okay. I'm going to carry on with the micro mesh pads now. I want to get it as smooth as I can, especially on the outside. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I've given it a couple of coats of sanding sealant now, knocked it back with a Scotch pad. Now, this is where I had my light bulb moment. Let me show you something down this end. A lot of you probably know that I make model boats. Just get a good view for you. This is the Cutty Sark. I've been working on it for about a year on and off now, but I use very thin strips of mahogany veneer, sort of 1/2 millimetre thick, and then you can see this copper tiling defect. Now, I put the actual pattern on the copper strip myself, and I thought, why don't I do an inlay on the bowl of a mahogany strip? But then I thought, no, I've got a roll of the copper strip here, so this is what I'm going to put around the outside of the bowl. Copper. It might work, it might not. If it works, I think it'll look very effective. So what I've done, got my parting tool, and I've just put a thin groove around the bowl, the exact width of that roll of copper. Now I'm going to stick it on and then polish it over and see what it looks like. So I'll just get the camera set back up on the mount. It's a self-adhesive strip. It's used a lot in making dolls' houses for running the electricity through, apparently. But I like to use it on my model boats. And just get it in the groove. Then it's set just below the surface of the bowl, so it shouldn't get damaged when the bowl's being polished up. Put it quite nice and tight. When you've gone all the way around, you can just burnish it with a piece of rag or kitchen roll, just to smooth any imperfections out. and when you come to the end, get a craft knife and just trim it off, and which is what I'll do now, and then polish the bowl up. Okay, just going to polish it up now. I think that'll do. I'll just get it out of the chuck and let you have a proper look at it. So, there we are. Had quite a different effect. But I'm used to the camera work. Still, there it is. The pieces didn't fall out the bowl, luckily. I'm sure it's a piece of oak. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there you go. An ordinary, boring little bowl with a little bit of flair to it. A nice copper inlay. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly have. I love this effect. You could do it on a number of things, I suppose. Great. Okay, viewer. Hope you enjoyed that anyway. Thanks for watching. Hope I'm not boring you too much. I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe. And thanks very much for watching. Bye. Just one more thing. I do tend to leave my bowls quite chunky. I don't take them really wafer thin like some people do. They prefer it like that. I like to leave quite a bit of wood there. And when you've got two mental Yorkshire Terriers running around the house, if they knock something over, chances are it won't break so easily. I'll introduce you to them one day. Bye for now.